What if I told you that you might be walking through an alien right now, and you wouldn't even have a clue? It sounds like science fiction, but stick with me, because this idea is being seriously considered by some of the brightest minds on our planet. When we think about the search for extraterrestrial life, our minds usually jump to images of rovers on Mars, telescopes peering into the abyss of space, or maybe even flying saucers zipping through our skies. We've spent decades and billions of dollars looking out there for any sign that we're not alone in this vast, dark universe. But what if the greatest discovery in human history isn't waiting on a distant, dusty planet or a frozen moon? What if it's right here, under our noses, around us, and maybe even inside us, completely undetected? This is the core idea behind a mind-bending concept known as the shadow biosphere. It is a theory championed by a fringe but growing group of astrobiologists and scientists who propose that Earth might harbor a second, completely separate form of life. This isn't just another species of bacteria we haven't found yet. We're talking about weird life, organisms that are so fundamentally different from everything we know. They're practically invisible to us and our most advanced scientific instruments. To understand how this is even possible, let's break down what we currently define as life. Every single living thing we've ever discovered, from the smallest microbe to the largest blue whale, from the mushrooms in your backyard to you, the person watching this video, is built from the same fundamental blueprint. We are all carbon-based. Our genetic information is stored in DNA and RNA, using the same four-letter alphabet of nucleic acids. We all use the same set of 20-odd amino acids to build our proteins. It's a shared heritage, a single magnificent tree of life that branched out from a common ancestor billions of years ago. We are, in a very real sense, all related. Because of this shared biochemistry, all our tools for detecting life are designed to look for these specific signatures. Our tests look for DNA. Our sensors look for the byproducts of carbon-based metabolism. We are essentially looking for mirrors of ourselves across the cosmos. But the shadow biosphere theory challenges this very foundation. It asks a radical question. What if there was a second genesis on Earth? A separate origin of life that followed a completely different chemical path. Imagine life that isn't based on carbon, but perhaps on silicon, the element right below carbon on the periodic table, which can also form long, stable chains. Imagine organisms that use a different solvent instead of water, maybe ammonia or methane, especially in extreme environments deep within the Earth's crust, or in frigid subglacial lakes. What if their genetic code was stored in a completely different kind of molecule? Something we haven't even conceived of yet. These hypothetical organisms would be our shadow cousins, coexisting on the same planet, but living in a separate biological reality. If such a biosphere existed, we would likely walk right past it. Our microscopes might not see it. Our DNA sequencers would get no reading. It would be like trying to listen to a radio station with the wrong kind of receiver. The signal might be there, but we're not tuned to the right frequency. Where would we even look for such a thing? Scientists suggest the most extreme environments on Earth are the best candidates. Think of the boiling hydrothermal vents at the bottom of the ocean, the hypersaline lakes and deserts, or the rock layers miles beneath our feet. These are places where conventional life struggles, but a different kind of life might thrive. Some researchers have pointed to mysterious phenomena like the desert varnish, a strange dark coating that forms on rocks in arid regions. Its origin is still debated, and some speculate it could be the work of slow-growing, silicon-based microorganisms. The implications are staggering. If we found a shadow biosphere on our own planet, it would prove that life is not a one-off fluke. It would mean that life can arise from different chemical foundations, making it much, much more likely to exist elsewhere in the universe. Finding alien life on Earth would be a bigger discovery than finding it on Mars. But let's push the boundaries of reality even further. The shadow biosphere is about life that is biochemically invisible. What about life that is physically invisible? This brings us to another fascinating and even more speculative concept: the interdimensional hypothesis. For over a century, physicists have been grappling with the idea that our universe might have more than the three spatial dimensions we experience: length, width, and height, plus the fourth dimension of time. Theories like string theory and M theory suggest the existence of up to 10 or 11 dimensions, all curled up and hidden from our perception at a subatomic level. So, what does this have to do with aliens? The interdimensional hypothesis proposes that advanced extraterrestrial beings might not travel across the vast distances of space in starships. Instead, they might navigate the cosmos by accessing these higher dimensions. If a being could exist and move in a fourth or fifth spatial dimension, they could theoretically be anywhere and everywhere at once from our three-dimensional perspective. They could be standing in this very room with you as you watch this, observing you, interacting with a reality that is right next to yours, but completely inaccessible to your senses. To them, our three-dimensional world might look like a flat cross-section of a much richer, more complex reality. Imagine a two-dimensional being, living only on a flat sheet of paper. They can only move forward, backward, left, and right. They have no concept of up or down. If you, a three-dimensional being, were to gently press your finger onto their paper world, what would they see? They wouldn't see your hand or your arm or you. They would see a mysterious circle suddenly appearing out of nowhere, perhaps changing shape and then vanishing just as mysteriously. To them, it would be an inexplicable, godlike event. Could we be those two-dimensional beings? Are the fleeting, unexplained phenomena we sometimes witness, the things we dismiss as tricks of the light or glitches in our perception, actually the fingerprints of higher dimensional beings intersecting with our reality? This hypothesis has been used to explain everything from ghost sightings to UFO encounters. While it remains firmly in the realm of speculation, it's not outside the bounds of theoretical physics. It forces us to confront the limits of our own perception. Think about an ant crawling across the screen of your laptop. The ant can sense the smooth surface, the warmth, the light. It lives its entire life in this physical world, but it has absolutely no awareness of the digital universe existing just millimeters away. It cannot comprehend the internet, the software, the vast networks of information being transmitted through the very device it's walking on. The ant lacks the biological and cognitive tools to even begin to understand that reality. And that brings us to the ultimate humbling question. Are we the ants of the universe? Are we crawling across the surface of a reality so much grander and more complex than we can possibly imagine, oblivious to the intelligent signals and beings that exist in dimensions we can't perceive? Perhaps the reason we haven't found aliens is not because they aren't there, but because we are looking for the wrong thing, in the wrong place, with the wrong tools. Maybe the great silence of the cosmos isn't silence at all. Maybe it's a symphony of activity that we are simply too primitive to hear. The search for a shadow biosphere and the contemplation of higher dimensions remind us that the biggest barrier to discovery might be our own imagination and our definition of what is possible. It's a call for humility, a reminder that we still have so much to learn about our own planet, let alone the universe. So the next time you're walking through a park or staring into the night sky, just ponder this. The greatest secret of the cosmos might not be billions of light years away. It might be right here, hidden in plain sight, or in a reality just adjacent to our own, waiting for us to finally learn how to see. What do you think? Is Earth hiding a secret form of life? Could invisible beings be sharing our world? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We read every single one. And if you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more cosmic bites from FactBite Daily. Thanks for watching, and keep questioning.